Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Trails Into Reverie Part 5. In the previous video we continued our Crossbell tour, the tour that will maybe never end if we're lucky. We've got a couple districts left and well, let's keep making our way through. What's going on at what are you people called? Hayue? Greetings, Special Support Section. I don't see Sal anywhere around here. Is he not here? Correct. Master Sal is currently away on business. When are we gonna fight that nerd? Crossbell's re-independence means that Hayue's branches and communications will have to be restructured. Master Zin has returned to the Republic with the Elder's blessing. Good to know Hayue has its hands full at the moment. Indeed. Seeing you reminds me that Master Zin has a message he'd like to pass along. That kid's too young to be this horny. I mean, we already know what it's gonna be. I apologize I cannot deliver this message in person, my dear Ellie. Congratulations on Crossbell's re-independence. It would bring me great pleasure to arrange a party in your and Crossbell's honor at a later date. That was all. I would appreciate it if you could pass the Master's message along to Mrs. McDowell when you can. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, guys, just head over heels for her as ever. Thanks, Lau. I'll be sure to let her know. It's a pleasure to see you, SSS. My heartfelt congratulations on Crossbell regaining its independence. Though we may not hail from Crossbell, our history here is obviously long. We're as pleased as anyone to see this day come. Glad I could pass along Master Zin's message before the signing ceremony. Give my regards to Miss McDowell. She's okay. Alright. We'll talk to you first, then we'll talk to the real character. I'd like to use the signing ceremony as an excuse to relax, but time is money, and being a businessman means money comes first. Zell's running late after hanging with his old pals. He's been working pretty hard lately, so I'll overlook it this time. It will come out of his bonus. I don't give people bonuses. Noodle ga! Noodle ga! Noodle ga! It's you, want the usual? Sorry, not this time. I was just stopping by on a part of my patrol. So, this is where that Koki fellow from the old Saber Vipers took up work, eh? This ramen stand always was popular. Yeah, remember when we used noodles to defeat, what's her name? Aryan Road? You've become a regular here, Lloyd. Yeah, I didn't used to have enough time, but I've been swinging by a lot in the last few months. Zell tells you that guy used to be a regular too. I'm not one to pry into the past of my customers. I couldn't help but remember another brown-haired detective you bear a striking resemblance to. And for the record, your usual flavor, type of noodle, oil, and even toppings match his nearly entirely. You don't say. Well, that's something. As if you needed more ways to remind people of your brother. Alright, what you got for me, dude? They nerfed Noodle Guy, man. Well, I still mine, but it's okay. Ever since the occupation, his noodles, they just haven't been the same. They realized that they were too powerful, that the people of Crossbell had wide access to his extremely strong noodles. There's no way the army could keep the place occupied, so they had to ban all his ingredients. Today is a landmark moment in Crossbell's history, which is precisely why it calls for heavy security. We expect both Erebonian and Calvardian nationals to attend the signing ceremony. There haven't been any signs of terrorist activity, fortunately, but that's no reason to let our guards down. My boy's improved quite a bit. This rate he'll be an even better mission than I've been. Now I can focus on just rehabilitating this darn hip of mine. Wait, could this guy be... He looks like the one Tia and I ran into in the locker room a few years ago. And that's a deep cut. Something wrong, Lloyd? Sorry, it's nothing. You seem pretty deep in thought there, having yourself a raunchy daydream. Wazzy! Quit being so horny. Look at the way he tilts his head. That's perfect form. I guess it runs in the family.
Look, even Mishy's celebrating with us.
I wonder if they staged some kind of Michelin event here for today.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, let's go say hi.
The T-posing power. Hello, the cruise ship heading from Michelin Wonderland will be departing shortly. There'll be an encore of the post-signing ceremony show at the theme park as well. There will also be special daytime parade and fireworks, so it's sure to be a lot of fun. Meehee, I hear today is a very special day. We'll be holding a mini show after the ceremony, so be sure to stop by. Sounds like it could be fun. It's been so long since I've seen Mishy in the fur. Takes me back to my days of lonely housewives inviting me to Michelin for scandalous rendezvous. Even what you associate Mishy with is corrupt. You're the worst. Nothing could corrupt your fun when you're in Michelin Wonderland. Mishy is the consummate professional. You need to get the hammer out and bonk his ass. I'm gonna have the time of my life at the theme park. The fact that you can enjoy it even alone is what makes Michelin Wonderland so awesome. Even if nobody wants to go with you. The theme park is great and all, but I'm looking forward to shopping at the Michelin Center. I'm gonna have myself a shopping spree. Get to go on a date to Michelin with a girlfriend on a special day like this? I couldn't be any happier. We're not tourists, so we couldn't pass up the opportunity to visit the theme park on a day like this. We're really gonna cut loose. My family's looking forward to one thing or another, but personally I'm most excited for Restaurant Fortuna. I can't wait to sample their drink menu. If I'm going to have fun, I'm going to do it while I'm impaired. I love Mishy, but Mecha Mishy's where it's at. I mean, who doesn't think mechs are cool? Oh no. Oh god, they're gonna put me on blast. Mishinder is such a cool name. I actually don't think mechs are that cool. Right, I heard the Radio Trista took over the building after Imperial Chronicle Station left. Imperial Chronicle Radio was the name, I think. It was basically a propaganda machine. Can't say I'd have any fans. Radio Trista, on the other hand, has been genuinely popular. I'd imagine. I've heard they're known for their radio dramas. Yeah. They're newcomers to the game, but I can see them gaining a pretty loyal following. I have a feeling their director may have killed people, though. Haven't been any signs of terrorists. Yo, get back here! Get back here! Your zoomies are not powerful enough. Wazzy has that, Grossritter conditioning. Today's gonna go down in history that there are so many events scheduled. Some couples even decided to hold their wedding ceremonies today. That means it's gonna be crazy busy delivering things like presents and congratulatory messages all day long. I have to ask you to stay out of my way. Oh god, he's too fast. They did nerf his speed. He used to be uncatchable. You had to, like, pre-position. Can we go to the IBC? Oh, we can. Oh, we're even supposed to go here. You kids are from the SSS, aren't you? You're even patrolling on a day like today. Thanks for everything you do. This has been a Renford headquarters, but it'll soon be the new IBC building. The Verne Company from Calvert will also be establishing a branch here. Things will be livelier than ever. For the record, the IBC's current CEO is Erebonium. It's looking like there will be change into the guard. They weren't a bad leader or anything, but the company felt it was time for a change given the international climate. Do we know the new CEO? I can't think of any idea off the top of my head. Oh, it's Agate. Just ignore him. I'm happy about Crossbell's independence, but I'll sure miss living here. Rhyme for pulling out means I'll be transferred back to their corporate HQ in Roar. You see, wish it didn't make me feel so blue. Oh no, it's Agate and there's another character. You know, once upon a time I would have been happy to see Agate and the other character, but last two games did ruin that completely. Hello there, welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. You may already be aware of this, but IBC stock prices have been soaring in response to Crossbell's upcoming independence. You won't soon find a better time to invest your mirror than now. I don't know, I feel like you're maybe a little biased. Hidden the special support section. What brings you to the IBC today? Hey there, no special reason? I just noticed the countersign really does say IBC again. That it does, we had it changed just the other day. Ownership of the building has technically been under the IBCs again for some time now. But we've had so many new businesses moving in that actual construction has been stalled until things are more finalized. Well, you still see the RF logo all over the place. we're likely going to see a lot of personnel changes as well. I'm back again, as you can see, so we just need to be patient. I'm hearing about how chaotic it's been from Ellie. I'm sure it's causing you no shortage of headaches. Maybe, but all these changes are a sign that Crossbell is truly going to be independent. It's a happy headache. Here's hoping we'll be able to forge an excellent partnership with the Rhineford Company as the years go on. Or not. Ooh, 4-speed. That's just better than the other thing. Why does he go fast? Hello and welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. I can't believe I got my job back here. Can I talk to you? I don't remember. Rhineford Company will be reducing its presence in Crossbell going forward, but that doesn't mean it's completely pulling out. I want to continue being the receptionist here for one. Alright, what are you nerds doing? Agate, don't be cringe. I mean, actually, you're fine. Agate is not the one who's that cringe. It's this little shit right here. And everyone else who encourages her. It's actually like at the top of my shit list.
You know,
everyone else.
I'd like to look into revamping the overall frame for the next prototype.
Who encourages Tita. They're the worst. Then Tita is the second worst. And then Agate is mostly okay. For now, at least.
I'm still intrigued by wanting to implement the Foundation's latest tech into it.
Sounds like it's gonna be a real head-scratcher, but that's half the fun.
We'll likely need the RF and Vern Company's cooperation to draft out the concept.
Absolutely. We plan to hammer out the finer details after the signing ceremony, so we can...
That whole conversation's going straight over my head.
That's supposed to be Tita's mom, maybe? I can't think of who that's supposed to be.
I know that younger blonde-haired girl's from the Liberal Kingdom. Didn't realize she's in Crossbell.
I can't really remember what she looked like, but that's the only thing that really makes sense off the top of my head.
I don't know the other blonde in the lab coat, though.
There's no active violence going on, though, so maybe it's not.
Whoa, the hell you doing here, Bannings? Haven't seen you since Shara and that idiot's wedding. Doing well? I know the ink ain't dried yet, but congrats on Crossbell's independence.
Thanks. And thanks again for being such a huge help with everything that went down in Narabonia. You know, like how the world ended or whatever. We briefly saw each other at the wedding, but nice to meet you. I'm Noel. And I'm Wazzy. I heard a little about you from Kevin. What? Who? Yeah, I've heard a bit about you guys through the grapevine too. You're rising up the ranks of the CGF and you're a Dominion. Pleasure. Randolph's not hanging around here anywhere, is he? Heard he quit his job at the branch campus. He's here, yeah. He came back to the SSS. Damn! You two fought during the railway guns incident in Ordis, didn't you? You know what he said to me then? Guess we redheads gotta stick together. I like the guy. Everyone does. Randy's the best. Plus, I owe him one since he was a good instructor to Tita. Was he? Little girlfriend, right? I heard you were like siblings in the beginning, but now not even national borders are enough to keep your hearts apart. No, why do we gotta make Agate a pedophile? He's legit priest my ass. What the hell kind of BS is he spreading around the church? Just ignore what he said. As for us, we'll be in Crossbell for a few days. See if you can grab Randolph so we can go out for drinks. I'll be up for getting the... Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. Sounds great. I'll let you know when I'm free. Speaking of which, about...
Hey, Red! I don't remember saying you could slack off.
Okay, so that's definitely the mom.
Oh, hello there.
Long time no see, Lloyd.
Yeah. Long time no see. And,
She's the only one with a good head on her shoulders. Like, hey, maybe my...
I thought I made it as clear as your face is stupid, Agate.
Like in the original trilogy, she was the one in the wrong. But now, retroactively, she's been proven right. Because everyone just desperately wants the small child to get with the almost 30-year-old.
The only reason I let you come is because Tita is in need of a research assistant. You've got a whole lot of nerve working that jaw with some other group in the middle of a meeting.
Like she's retroactively become
expect?
based.
I don't know shit about what you're talking about. It'd be one thing if it was like the activation test we started off doing, or you wanted me to do some heavy lifting, but...
No excuses. That's one ding. 2 more and you're on the first flight back to Liberl. And I hope you love the outdoors, because your flight is gonna be through my special Crossner catapult! Ha ha ha!
Was that the huge hunk of junk you made me carry all the way over here? What is your damage, woman?
I do like the idea that she actually has a catapult.
Mom, stop! Can't you behave while we're in a whole other country?
Tio, who is she? He's the technical advisor at ZCF, Professor Erica Russell. Professor Albert Russell is her father. And she's a little obsessed with her daughter, Tita. I mean, she's right in this sense. In Sky 3, she was not right, because there actually was nothing going on. Now, their fate is sealed. So, you were discussing plans for the next orbital gear? This is the 4th generation, you said. Correct, with 3 and X's now complete, we're more than ready for Orbital Gear 4. It's the talk of the whole tech world right now, with the Epstein Foundation, ZCF, RF, and even the Verne Company getting involved. We only just made our first prototype though, so there's a chance the finished product won't be like anything we have now. We'll be meeting up with Elisa after the signing ceremony to figure out the next step. The talks are also going to involve how we plan to expand the orbital net too. It's a much bigger deal than I realized. It's a huge deal really. With so many partners to negotiate with, I doubt progress will be smooth. It won't, but I think major changes like Crossbell becoming independent will help inspire even more change. It's no better time than just after a bitter war to research new avenues into a brighter and more peaceful future. That's what I believe at least, which is why you're building large mechs. I mean, I know they do say there's some civilian use, but I feel like primarily they're used to shoot lasers at people. It makes sense to me. Well, here's hoping it all comes together. If you need our help during any part of it, you can come to us. I wouldn't even hesitate. We might be sitting among the continent's next generation of top engineering minds with all they're puzzling through. I sure believe they are. That's why I wanted to supervise and give them some input here and there. Days felt like coming with my peerless princess has left the nest to start up like a big venture with like-minded friends. Not sure whether to be happy about it or wallow in parental loneliness. Just be happy for me. It won't be easy doing this and attending Thor's, but I'm as determined as anybody to make it work. It's all of Aga to keep me from getting in the weeds, right? You know it. Whatever you need, whenever you need it, I'm always here for you. They really are super close. Shut up! Well, they don't seem to have the innocent friendship Kevin made them out to have. That's because Kevin lived in a more pure world. Before anime horniness was super prevalent. I mean, it was there a little bit, but... And they got... Oh my god. Just you wait, Agate. You'll never have the stamp of my approval. Better watch your back, because one of these days... I mean, he shouldn't. There's literally no situation where it would ever be okay. He's known the girl since she was 12. Shit is never going to be cool. Let's pretend we didn't notice anything. I'm sorry, Agate. I'm sorry you've been character assassinated. Sorry about that. Erica's always been this way. She's never gonna let that kid leave the nest, I swear. I get the feeling they've already decided when to hold the sounding ceremony. Guess I can check it on the monitors when it comes down to it. I'm gonna kill you. How dare you sit next to my baby girl just like that's your special spot. What's something the matter? You happen to be wearing the most concerned expression for no reason. Don't worry, you have my support. You know, I continue to be amazed at how much the next generation of engineers has already accomplished. We're about to enter a new era in politics and technology. But as far as I can see, my daughter and her peers are as prepared as anyone could ever be to carve their own path in the midst of change. Kind of wild how sensible she is when she's not being a mama bear. She is 100% in the right, and you're the ones that are all fucked up. That's what makes it so entertaining. Like, you've all got brain rot. Every single one of you. My apologies. I received a call from the Foundation branch out in Ruby Feria. Sounds important, so I should take this. Yes, from Santa Rosa Hospital? Not that I've heard. He was on her way to the academic conference. That's worrying. What's going on? Sounds like a lead. Haven't heard anything about a service interruption. Which can only mean, yes, this was rather troubling. But it's fine. Nothing bad will happen, so we're cool. You know that both ZCF and the Vern Company now have offices in this building? Professor Russell's been acting as representative there for the ZCF's main office. You don't say. The vibe in this building has changed a lot since the Rhineford group reduced their presence. The IBC sure is living up to being international housing offices for the biggest manufacturers in Calvert and New Borough. Pretty sweet the countries are working together again, isn't it? And the more engineers there are in the city, less pressure on me. I get to mess around, live in the sewers. Be a slug. My natural habitat. I don't think that was the intention. But it's true, Crossbell has always been a large trade hub. Things are back to normal. The international tension's fading. Lots more enterprises from abroad have their eyes on what's going to happen here again. Same goes for me. I came to Crossbell looking for assistance with the orbital gear. That reminds me. Borderlay's report looks like there's room for improvements regarding the orbital gear's internal construction. Yeah, I agree. I was thinking that we could up its mobility by tinkering with its energy efficiency. That's what we get for interrupting them during work. This conversation's going at 100 cell per minute, and it's still entertaining to see them in their element. Yeah, talk about robots and not other stuff. I'm visiting the IBC today in hopes of negotiating a new business loan. I think I made the correct choice in starting a new business rather than build on past failures. Plus, the government forgave all my loans. Haha! Alrighty. We are going to pause for a second for me, and I will come back in a little bit and finish the video. So we'll be back to take on, we have what, West Street left, Admin District, and I think that's it. I think we got everything done here. How do I open the map? Yeah, because we can't, no, we didn't go to Crossbell News Service. Alright, so let's go ahead and walk in so I remember. And I will be back in a second. Alright, we're back. Let's talk to everybody in the Crossbell News Service, the best news service. Hello. Good to see you. We're busy as can be getting that special edition ready. Special edition! Grace and Rhines are out covering the signing ceremony as we speak. See, it certainly sounds like you all have your hands full. Oh yeah, you guys know Nielsen, don't you? Yeah. Even now, he's always out on the beat, but he took the time to send over a congratulatory telegram. I thought it was a nice thing to do with him. Not just from one journalist to another, but also on a personal level. Pretty sure he probably eats kids or something. There's something behind him. Does he wear glasses? Nielsen, do you wear glasses? I need to know so I know if you're evil or not. Marcel Nielsen. He was the blind reporter. Well, yeah, because you're blind. Well, I guess he... Oh, shit. I don't know how that works. Because, if you need the glasses, but you don't use them, how does that work? Is it the glasses that make them evil? Or is it the visual impairment? Because maybe that's why Wald can wear glasses now and he's not evil. Because his eyes are fine, he's just wearing them because he thinks they're fashionable. So yeah, Nielsen's probably the evilest person then, because the evilness is tied to the visual impairment, not necessarily the glasses themselves. Because for reference, if anyone doesn't know, having glasses in the Trail series means you're going to commit war crimes. That's awfully kind of him to do for someone who's so world famous. Just remember, a cameraman from the Imperial Chronicle was supposed to be, trying to cover the ceremony today. Is that Rex? Is that his name? Arabonia sure seems to have a lot of promising up-and-coming talent. Can't wait to see what they put out. Or it could be the other guy. The not horny one. Weather's perfect today. That should mean a lot of great photos for the paper. All of our reporters are raring to cover today's events. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited to see what sort of articles they turn in once it's all said and done. Greetings, SSS. Welcome to the one and only Crossbell Times. You guys changed up the layout. This used to be over in the other side. Today's the biggest day everyone's been waiting for, the signing ceremony. Journalists from nearby countries have come to cover it. So many visitors keep dropping by here, it's hard to find time to breathe. I can't remember. I mean, I presume it was like this in CS3/4. I'm pretty sure you could come into the Crossbell News Service, but it used to be back in the day. This was like right here. Oh my god, they still won't let us go upstairs. Save the damn world. We still can't go to the second floor. Sorry, Lloyd. Regular visitors aren't allowed to visit the editorial section. It's nothing personal, I promise. It's absolutely personal. Right, of course. My mistake. Sorry about that. You're all haters. Okay, so let's think. We have West Street. Is that it? Is it just West Street that's left? We could go fish. You think Wazzy fishes? Probably not. I could see Noelle fishing.
I bet we could fish here.
Damn right. Wazzy's not a fisher. Okay, press X and the arrow is pointing at the bar. Okay.
A bite.
You're actually crazy. Hold down X to reel in the fish. Watch the fish. Just a little tiny baby fish.
Oh well.
It's embarrassing, Lloyd. Truly horrendous.
A bite.
You're out of your mind. You're crazy. Okay, we'll do one more.
Oh well.
It's even tinier than the last one, Lloyd. What the hell, man? Throwing away 400 mirror every time we throw the line.
A bite.
Okay, this is new. Why did you hit it so early? I mean, the first two times we got screwed. That time I just hit it way too early.
Oh well.
That's embarrassing for you, Lloyd. Don't show anybody that. They're gonna kick us out of the fishing guild, man. You sell anything here? I mean, that's pretty good. It's just a better EP charge. Well, it's slightly worse than an EP charge, but the heal is nice. Oh yeah, we have to go to the mall. So go to the mall, go to West Street, go to Admin District, in the video before anything plot relevant actually happens, and then in part 6, we'll do what most people probably do in like part 2. Oh wait, the mall. The mall. Wazzy, don't forget about the mall. With Crossbell's independence on the horizon, Imperial businesses like Kleist & Co. have relinquished most of their stock in the store. That means the ownership of the store is being reverted to its previous owner, a Crossbellian company. We're in the middle of transitioning everything over, and I'll be leaving the city by next week. It makes you feel a little lonely. Good to see you. I'm Neston. I've been brought back here to serve as a manager of this fine establishment. Though it's been downsized, one of our Imperial investors is still considered a major shareholder. Going forward, I hope to study their business practices while maintaining a friendly relationship with them. Though it's been downsized, one of our Imperial investors is still a major shareholder. Hello. Babu? Oh, she may have Scott's eyes, but she's definitely got your smile, Pearl. Right, I knew you'd be able to tell. Personality's more like mine, too. Wild little thing, you know? I mean, it's I don't know if it has much of a personality yet. She's got that much energy as a baby, maybe she could take on her bracer life. Yeah, I can see it already. Hey, we're here. We're trying to insert ourselves into the conversation. Pearl here is a wonderful young lady who worked under me as a receptionist. I'm so happy I got to see her and her newborn. Pardon me, you have a question for reception? I may not be here now, but I still know this place front to back. How can I help you? You know us. We were here all the time. What's up, food lady? When it comes to foodstuff, Legion's king of the region. Your Imperial imports are on the expensive side right now. On the flip side, Republican produce is cheaper than ever. That means now the perfect time to try out some new dishes and ingredients. Whatever you say, lady. I will take your pecky and be gone. I'm originally from Erebonia, and I always stick around here for work. Crossbell going independent means I gotta get a work visa. That's gonna be a pain. And price hikes on the Imperial products kinda sting too. The Empire essentially lost its position of power with the war. It's a defeated, downtrodden shell of what it once was. Remember when they had a civil war and then like 7 seconds later they were invading other countries? And apparently this civil war was like a really big deal. I mean, I know you didn't see any of it, but like, trust us, it was like a big deal. Because, you know, that's typically what happens in countries. They have a civil war and then 4 seconds later they're going to war with other countries. Can't tell how much better that is. Because I don't know what Lloyd has equipped. It's worse than whatever Noelle has. Okay, it's like 30 defense better than what Ellie has, so it's probably 30 defense better than what Lloyd has. Meh. I was finally able to start restocking Calvardian brand starting last month. I've already gotten rave reviews. At the end of the day, fashion knows no border. The good stuff's good and the bad stuff's bad, you know? I guess. Go ahead and browse our original products as well as our selects from all across the continent. Pearl's baby's just too cute for words. I can't wait to start popping out a few of our own. We're not right away. We only just got married. We still need our honeymoon, so I want to enjoy us first. Sorry about that. Just so happy I want to share it with the world. It's fine, really? To be in that blissful stage of being newly married. You just feel the happiness radiating off her. Who just sits like that, you weirdo? I've never been so proud of being a Crossbellian. It means I get to have a blast shopping here. But you're not doing anything. Just sitting there like a weirdo. It's a relief my husband came back home from the war okay. Never want to go through something like that again. Peace is always best. Oh, a bunch of stuff I can't afford. Even though the church is supporting Crossbell's independence, each and every citizen has dreamed of this day for as long as I can recall. Now it's coming true in the best of ways. Been many years since I came here for the Empire. I've seen it all at this point. Wish I could say everyone who fought to make this real how proud I am of them. You want to spend your life savings on a fancy trinket though? I already talked to you. You don't trick me by running around the store and pretending you're a new NPC. Today's the day we achieve real independence. It's a dream come true, really. Bet my bottom mirror that my late husband is smiling with the goddess at the news. Maybe he became an Imperial sympathizer after he died. Maybe he's like cursing it. Straga's officially opened its doors again now that everything has settled down. We got the latest spring lines and Crossbell exclusives and a ton of other nice goods in stock. Feel free to take a look around, and if something catches your fancy, please give me money. Money me. Me needing a lot of money now. Those are pretty good. 5 speed. I don't really know how much defense we're losing though. The 355 move 5 speed. Okay, defense is a lot lower, but 5 speed's kind of a lot. I mean, it's like 10% of our speed. At the very least, Wazzy go fast. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, West Street. I believe that's everything. So you can't go to Downtown District. Didn't you used to live around here, Lloyd? Yeah, I lived in Belheim Apartments. It's vacated now, but I know plenty of people from the area. So where do you? I mean, I guess you live in the SSS building now, but like before that? I mean, they said there was like a period before they like got it back for you. Like Oscar from the local bakery, the folks at Tally's. I'd say we know them just as well as you do at this point, given how much you used to go on and on. That's just how it goes when you join the SSS. Oh, stop. You've only been talking to NPCs for 3 hours. Hey, since we're here and all, how about we say our hellos? Quite nice sitting out here on the bench and growing some fresh baked bread from Morgs. Still can't believe we'll be independent again after today. I'd given up on seeing it happen in my lifetime. Truly, I'm happy as can be. Anything in the back alley? I don't think we can take this way to the SSS building. I left the back entrance locked. That's unlock it from the inside if you want to use it then. Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'm curious if there's anything in the back alley now. Hey, remember, Noelle, when we used to have like a vehicle? Oh yeah, there's the train station. I don't know if it'll let us go over there. We should check. If I come over here and Lloyd says, hey, let's keep this locked, we're fighting. Alright, now we can exit towards West Street again. Okay, just auto transitions you. No exploring. Okay, let's go down to Station Street. Oh, there's Grace and Rexy Boy.
Huh. Nice to see the transcontinental railroads open back up.
With all eyes across the continent on us, security's on high alert for the ceremony.
Yep. Nothing will get past us.
Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen. We finally arrived in Crossbell. I'll never get over how metropolitan the place is. It's so fantascinating. That's a word we use over in Erebonia. I didn't say the word wrong. So I wanted to say fantastic, but then I saw that it said fascinating. So it became fantascinating. A very legitimate word used in Erebonia and other cultured places. It'd be no exaggeration to say that the people of West Samaria are focused entirely on Crossbell today. Truly happy I get to be present for such a monumentous occasion. Good work out there, Lloyd. You're one of the newbies assigned to the Metropolitan Division, right? Yes, I've been assigned to Franz's old position, Crossbell Station Security. I plan on protecting and serving to the best of my abilities. Glad to see someone with your enthusiasm on the force. Well, let's both give it everything we've got to keep Crossbell safe. Everything we got. Lloyd stole more than just the hand thing. Hey, it's the SSS. You guys are the talk of the city, you know? Talk about luck that I run into you right after I get here. You look familiar, weren't you? Rex in the Imperial Chronicle. He's the guy who got photos that he should have in no way been able to get. The photos he took from the front lines of the Battle of Jormungand made the front page. He's got quite the career ahead of him. Ah, come on, you gotta make me blush. Rex is in town to cover the signing ceremony for the Imperial Chronicle. Even Erebonians are interested in how it will go. Which is why we can't let them outshine the Crossbell Times coverage, Grace. Well, about that, Reigns. Something else I need to take care of, so you will be covering the signing ceremony. What? Really? What could be more important than the signing ceremony, Grace? Yeah, it's not like you to miss out on a big scoop like this. You're not feeling under the weather, are you? About a food poisoning? Nah, nothing like that. I promise it's all for work. Got a lead on something that's been bothering me. Plan to follow up on it. Nothing bad's gonna happen. And besides, we've gone over how to cover the ceremony a bunch of times, so I'm sure you'll fine without me. It's not that I don't think I can handle this, but this is also sudden. Man, it's tough to be drive like that. I need to get my butt in gear. Grace is gonna leave me in her dust. I've never understood journalistic rivalries, but it sounds like Grace is as ambitious as ever. I'll say, she really takes her job seriously. Can't say Grace's spunk surprised me at this point. Anyway, boy am I glad I ran into you after arriving right in Crossbell. Best part is I get to see Noelle's secret in her patented pink shorts. They pack even more of a punch than the legends say. Mind, let me take a few shots of you showing them off. Excuse me? They're just for comfort and easy to... No, Noelle, the line is they're comfy and easy to wear. God, you can't even get that right. I don't know what you mean saying they pack a punch. This guy's no shame. He's a little too forward for our sweet innocent Noelle to handle. Do they pack a punch?
It's my turn.
Engaged.
I guess. Seriously, my bad. I wanted to cover the signing ceremony and do some closer reporting on you guys. I got my hands on a really tasty lead. I want to do some following up on that. Don't worry though, Ryan's is enough spunk to cover things to the both of us. Don't worry about it, Grace. You're not offending us. I'm more concerned about you than I am of our publicity. Who knows what kind of crazy hijinks you wrapped us up in this time. Playing dumb as usual. Yeah, she definitely knows about something going on. I mean, they are pretty short, Noelle. I mean, you're kind of asking for it.
Okay, then.
Okay, that's not really fair, but... There isn't a head of the byroad right now. This is all way too sudden. Why does Grace always do this? At least Rex is helping, so I'm sure they'll figure something out. Wish they wouldn't change plans out of the blue like that, though. I have work to do, you know? I mean, I guess at least I'll give Rex he didn't actually commit sexual assault. He's got that going for him. Unlike some certain other characters. Alright, what's up, kiddos? It's the SSS! You guys look super busy. I hope you guys are doing okay. Thank you. How goes the JSSS's activities? Discussing your next move, perhaps? Man, you're sharp. Not like we're big security or nothing like that because we're kids. But at the same time, we might notice stuff regular security might not because we're kids. Plus, we're legal age to be enlisted in the military in Erebonia. But I believe it. One of the reasons we were able to find Mei-Ling with Reen's help after she was spirited away because of you guys. Very impressive. Well, we don't just play around, you know. Anyway, we won't cause problems to the CPD or the CGF, so don't worry. We're just going to do our very best. Roger that. Nice how cheerful everyone is. That's why we got to make sure security's extra tight. We're going to keep our security patrols, but we promise we won't do anything that will cause trouble for the adults. If we see anything weird, we'll let you know right away. Just don't go into the sewers, alright? I still haven't recovered from the slimes of Zero. It's been several years, but still. So my sis is up in the northern part of the Empire, all climbing mountains and stuff. She told me she's doing it now because the war's over and stuff's all calm now. What's so fun about climbing some mountains and the signing ceremony's happening here? Maybe she's just lost again. There's no reason to enter this apartment. Bro, this place is shady as hell. The Elgard Gate and the police academy are this way. I don't think we need to go that far out right now. Cowards. Cowards. You still feuding? It's amazing just how drastically Miss Novash has changed her tune. She used to be so nasty, but now she's a whole new woman. I hate it. Actually, I've just about enough of her. I'm on the verge of finally giving her a real piece of my mind. Not to worry, I'll be holding my tongue now. My wife managed to talk me off the ledge before it came to that. Every time I think about that woman, my blood starts to boil again. Staring into Mrs. Novash probably wouldn't do any good now, I suppose. Just have to grin and bear until she moves away. Have you truly changed? She'll be moving out next week. That is truly a shame. We only just finally bonded over our love for Arkansas. You're already leaving. I know we haven't always been the best of neighbors, let alone friends. But leaving after growing so much closer truly does break my heart. My warmest regards to Levick as well. I should be apologizing for him if anything, but it's all water under the bridge now. Just promising you'll treat us to a night at the Heimdall Opera House when we come in to visit. But of course, we're more than happy to treat the two of you. Oh, given everything that's happened, I can't guarantee there'll be VIP seats. Hope that's alright. Don't be silly. We don't need the best seats in the house to have a lovely time. What about you? Are you still a little shit? Daddy isn't the manager of the town's department store anymore. He said things might be a little harder for us if we move back to Arabonia than it's been in Crossbell. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I think Mommy and Daddy are nicer than they were when we first moved here. That's more important than things like money. What if we can't live in as fancy as we used to? I'm a big boy. I can handle it. I think it'd be more realistic if he was pissed that he was poor now. February 14th, 1207 will be a day celebrated throughout history. The day Ilya made her son return to the stage. What about when we overthrew the government? It was the first time the Sun, Moon, and Star Princesses came together to perform the Dream of a Million Nights. I've never been so moved in my entire life. It was like a dream come true seeing them reunite and perform together. And now on March 15th, Crossbell is going to finally celebrate a rightful, legitimate Independence Day. Feels like watching one of Arkansas's dramas come to life. I'm so blessed to see two historic moments back to back. This is Ilya's apartment. She and Sully are back to being roommates now that she's completed her physical therapy. Imagine paying rent and not even getting to sleep in your own bed for over 2 years. Must have felt good for her to come home. I'll bet. I get a little emotional thinking about how hard she worked to return. And she's right back to rehearsing like a madwoman. Hope she can take some time for herself every now and then. I don't trust her hobbies. I think the women of Crossbell are safer. Used to butt heads with Mrs. Novash all the time when the family first moved into the apartment upstairs. Looking back, those spats are nothing but fond memories now. Really gonna miss her after she and her family move. I could learn a lot from Olga and her husband. They truly are good, kind people, even if they are filthy peasants. Who's over here? Randy! Okay, we'll save Randy for later. For last. In this area, at least. I was so happy when my husband returned from the war that I wasn't just jumping for joy, I was floating. Our daughter's doing well. Our home is gaining back its independence. This is what true happiness looks like. But yeah, I guess there's the residential district, but I don't think you can go there, right? That wasn't in the previous game. Mama used to be such a shy little girl, but she's really begun to come out of her shell. Makes you wonder if I have Ryu and Andre to thank for being such good friends. Part of me is a little concerned about what hijinks the junior SSS gets themselves into. But I can tell they're looking out for Momo, and that's good enough for me. For all my money. Items? Oh wait, do you read this in your notebook? How do we open the notebook? The notebook. Yes. There we go. Oh, that's long. Alright. Let's water up first. Special feature, the road to the signing ceremony. Today is one for the history books as it marks the signing ceremony that will re-establish Crossbell's independence once more. On this special occasion, the Crossbell Times invites our readers to join us in looking back at the different periods and the region's history leading up to this historic moment. Crossbell, the autonomous state. As a vital trading hub dating back centuries, one located between the Zemurian continent's two great powers, Crossbell has found itself wrapped up in multiple conflicts as its ruling authority traded places on numerous occasions. This pattern changed in 1134 when both the Araponian Empire and the Republic of Calvert became suzerain nations over Crossbell, while granting it individual autonomy as a state. For a long period afterwards, the conflicts that plagued previous areas subsisted between the two countries. That is not to say that things are perfect, however. Underneath the surface, international feuding continued, placing Crossbell in a difficult position as it came under strain from various directions. After the Global Revolution took place, mines became a significant producer of septium, leading to the rapid spread of orbital technology within Crossbell. These factors, combined with the state's geographic advantages, transformed it into one of the continent's biggest trading and financial hubs nearly overnight. Despite the many problems that the region endured in the interim, it was a significant time of progress for the people in its own right. Indeed, many would argue that the spirit of freedom that famously characterizes many Crossbellian citizens dates back to this very period. Independence. In August 1204, Crossbell's mayor at the time, Dieter Croix, proposed independence for the autonomous state of the West Cimmerian Trade Conference. Then in October of that same year, vehemently pushing aside opposition from both Ereboni and Calvert alike, the mayor formally declared Crossbell to be an independent nation, with him sitting at the helm as president. This development profoundly rocked the Cimmerian continent, triggering a civil war within Ereboni and an economic crisis in Calvert. Following that, in December, Speaker Henry McDowell announced that the independence bid was rendered null and void. Several days after, President Croix was arrested, bringing an abrupt end to Crossbell's brief time as an independent nation. I feel like you gotta mention that President Croix was arrested after he summoned a mech and got destroyed on top of the Capitol building. So yeah, that's a pretty cool part of the history books. Imperial annexation. January 1205, the Erebonian Empire, having quelled its eternal strife, dispatched its army to successfully occupy Crossbell within the span of a single day. Furthermore, according to the terms of the treaty signed within the Empire, Crossbell lost its autonomy and subsequently became an imperial province. This in turn led the Republic of Calvert to invade Crossbell, unleashing a fresh flood of violence. Ultimately, the Empire's panzer soldat units, in tandem with the actions of a provisional military officer sent by the government, impeded the Republic's advance, compelling it to retreat. In March of that year, Rufus Alberea, assuming the role of Crossbell's first governor-general, announced his merger into imperial territory, formalizing the province's annexation outright. From there, under the auspices of the governor-general, Crossbell was incorporated into the 8 metropolis plan, strengthening its political and economic ties to the Empire. In turn, all diplomatic relations with the Republic were severed, shattering the sense of cultural diversity that had long characterized the region and a sign of the long socio-political winter to come. Aftermath of the Great War. The Great War between the Erebonian Empire and the Republic of Calvert, which saw the involvement of neighboring nations, concluded on its second day. The not-so-great war. In September 1206, this led the Empire to pull out of Crossbell, which sat on the front lines of the conflict. Negotiations commenced between the imperial government and Speaker McDowell pertaining to the province's independence. Progress hit a road bump when in October, remnants of the Imperial Defense Force, refusing to heed the Empire's withdrawal, as well as the now former Governor-General Alberea's calls to stand down, took full control of Crossbell City, an event that came as an immense shock to citizens when Crossbell was on the verge of regaining its independence. With danger of Calvardian military intervention looming, an operation to liberate Crossbell commenced in February of the following year. Helmed by the Special Support Section and aided by the Crossbell Police, Guardian Force, and civilian volunteers, the operation swiftly proved to be a success. The SSS overpowered the Imperial Defense Forces, troops holed up in Orchius Tower, and a dramatic end to the 2-year-long saga of Imperial occupation. They fought a big robot. Can we mention the big robots? Crossbell's current standing. Now, on March 15th, 1207, Crossbell is about to embark on a new chapter in its long, proud history. At a signing ceremony scheduled for 2 p.m. this afternoon, Crossbell once more be an autonomous state. Unlike the previous incarnation, however, Crossbell will be beholden to neither the Empire nor the Republic. Instead, the Holy City of Arteria will serve as the suzerain nation over it while guaranteeing the state's right to complete autonomy. Bro, fuck the church. Can't they don't have to, like, be the suzerain, even if they're not doing anything. I don't know. Seems kind of weird. In practice, Crossbell is to be administered free of any political interference in both the Empire and Republic, serving as a buffer zone between them. The arrangement is expected to help achieve peace in Western Cimmeria, as well as hugely contribute to future cultural and economic advances in the greater region. I mean, it does kind of make sense, because it's like, that way if you attack Crossbell, you're attacking, you know, the church, and everyone likes the church. So far, there's been like 2 characters in the entire series who don't like the church. Actually, is it just Ash? It's like Ash and Wiseman are the only two characters who don't like the church. Arts. Beyond the Countless Nights officially opening tonight. After last year's public rehearsal and February special performance, Arkansas's hot new production, Beyond the Countless Nights, is set to officially open this evening in commemoration with Crossbell's renewed independence. Tickets sold out within minutes of becoming available, as members of the public are eager to watch its trio of leading dancers perform live. A source in the troupe also stated that a special program headed up by Ilya Platier is stated to debut in the coming days. IBC building repurposed again. After serving for a time as a branch of the Rhineford Group, the company announced its intention to reduce its presence in the IBC headquarters building in light of Crossbell's re-independence. It previously occupied the bulk of the structure's floor space during the imperial annexation of Crossbell. Upholding its international reputation for attracting the world's cutting-edge businesses, the building, located in the northern part of the Harbor District, will see its newly vacant floors occupied by the Calvert-based Verne Company. Verne had previously pulled out of Crossbell. The ZCF, whose international collaborations have expanded in recent years, will also set up shop. Renovations to the building are currently underway and preparations for a full reopening next month. Hot new properties up for sale. Units inside the recently finished apartment complex built in the new city block are on sale now at bargain prices. Located near the Trinity Billboard Bar that opened last month. Move in today for a life of refined relaxation. Wazzy, we're never gonna finish talking. But I'm kind of here for it still. Because we're like close to an hour again and we still have a full district to go through. I heard bits and pieces about the junior SSS gets themselves up to from Molma. It gets me a little concerned as her father. I know she believes her and her friends are doing the right thing, so I'm content with just keeping an eye on them for now. Alright. Well, let's see. Can we go over here? No. What I figured. Alright, let's hit up Grimwood, hit up the Breakery, hit up Randy. There's nobody here. If I remember correctly, this is... yeah, it's our old acquaintance opened his law firm before being arrested. After that, the place was vacant for a while. The Crossbell Times apparently occupied the space until just recently. Had no idea. The former office of Grizzly Grim, aka the lawyer Ian Grimwood. Does his cup say caution? Because if so, that's kind of funny. Considering, you know, he was a bad guy. All things considered, he was still a big help to us 2 years ago. Well, we wouldn't have been in any of the situations if he hadn't have been, you know, committing crime. After that, Crossbell soon became airborne territory and we fell out of touch. All the more reason why you should go visit him soon. You do know what he did, right? Pete. I recall, Grimwood took Pete in and acted as his guardian, right? Aren't you squatting? Isn't this squatting? That's against the law, Pete. Kind of. Yeah, and Pete's been working part-time at the news agency lately. Long time no see, members of the SSS. What brings you here today? I don't know, kid. You got glasses. I don't know if you can be trusted. In like 7 games, he's gonna begin his revenge arc. We just happened to be passing by, so we decided to drop in. The news agency's all moved over? Yep, I was just doing the final checks for vacating the premises, actually. You know, as soon as we got rid of the editor desk, things got real lonely around here. Reminds me of how things were after the Independence incident. I can imagine. I'm sure it felt like your world was turned upside down when you arrested Mr. Grimwood. Don't worry, I didn't mean it like that. After everything transpired, I also resented him. But as time went on, I found myself able to face him, and I even started visiting him in prison. Well, he didn't kill your brother, so... all because you guys managed to step in and save him from himself. I see. You're a tough kid, Pete. You've been checking in on him over these past 2 years? In between working for the news agency. I missed a few visits because we had penal labor, but we kept in touch. Between you and me, he was terribly worried when you were all working underground against the Empire. I haven't been able to visit him since last year's occupation. Once today's signing ceremony is over, I plan on stopping by. I'm certain that he's truly happy about Crossbell's independence this time. Remember when he got a bunch of Crossbell citizens killed when he staged a military attack on the city? I'd be glad if he was. Can you give him my regards? And tell him we'll be dropping in eventually too. No, we will not, Lloyd. We will not be dropping in. I categorically am opposed to the Grimwood redemption arc. I think Grimwood's a pretty cool villain, but like, he's a piece of shit. To be honest, I'm a little reluctant to vacate this place, and ultimately I always have my memories of the time I spent here with Mr. Grimwood. I haven't given up on my dream of becoming a lawyer. I'm just glad that at least they put him in prison. Knowing the series, I'm surprised he's not in here practicing law. Alright, first I need to study hard so I can get into school where I can learn about the law. We're rooting for you, Pete. Yay, let's try and go into Valheim, I guess. Hey, it's you. About to leave for my shift at the clinic in Armorica. My wife Flora started working there recently too. Things are done in shifts over there, but it's not uncommon for our commutes to overlap. It's a nice change of pace for us to share patients, to be honest. I think it's done wonders for our marriage. Our communication is better than it ever was when we worked at the hospital. Flora and I used to pass each other in the hallways all the time when we both worked at the hospital. It wasn't until we began sharing patients at the Armorica clinic that we really got on the same page, though. We've been sitting down and having dinner together more often. I feel like our marriage is doing better than ever. What about the second floor? Oh, you can't go to the first floor. Alright, you grew up in those apartments, didn't you? The newest family lived right next door to you and your brother. Always head downstairs and say hello if you want. That's okay, we have plenty of our plates for the ceremony. I can visit them once things have settled down and I'm off duty. Oh yeah, because you could never go to Lloyd's apartment. You could only go to Yuna's. My, if it isn't Lloyd. Doing the rounds for the sign ceremony, huh? Keep up the good work. You know how it is. We're in the neighborhood and I thought we should drop by and say hi. I can't say enough about how much Yuna helped us when we last saw her. We're really grateful. Yeah, she played a huge part in the mission. She really knows her way around a Soldot. Happy to hear so much praise for her, but I do still worry about her as a father. I'm proud of how much she's grown while studying Erebonia. He really has. We're proud of her too. So are you not working at Michelin today, Matthew? Actually, I'll be in charge of a little event we're running in the Harbor District later. There's still some time before I need to be on site, so I came home to enjoy a cup of coffee. Sounds nice. I guess you'll need it for how busy you'll be later. Sorry if we interrupted your alone time. On that note, I think we should be going. Have a wonderful day, you two. Stay safe out there. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Yuna's staying in her instructor's hometown for extracurricular exercises. Thinking about her working so hard always inspires me and raises my spirits. I think she's doing snowboarding. Despite today's event being smaller in scale, there's no doubt the park is going to be packed. So I'm going to take it easy while I can still be as well rested and ready to go when the real work begins. It's a photo depicting a family vacation. It's the SSS! Hey everyone! You two look as energetic as ever. Today's the signing ceremony. It's going to be so hype. We're going to celebrate a whole lot and eat a bunch of tasty food. And tonight we get to see Ark and CL. Can't wait to rub it in Yuna's face next time she comes home. I'm sure she's going to be really jealous. Can't wait for the signing ceremony. It's going to be a blast. Maybe I'll bring my Mishi plush with me. It's a big deal, so Mishi's got to be there. Damn true. Damn true. I wonder what the signing ceremony thing's going to be like. I can't wait. Okay. I think we're at an hour. Looks like I can split this video into 2 parts. Recording-wise. Alright, let's hit up the bakery, talk to Randy, and then we'll call it. And then we just have the admin district left, which should not take too long. And then we can get to the part where nothing bad happens. Best friend True told me not too long ago that now is the time to travel across Erebony and took off for the Nordia province. Previously, she also tried crossing the Mines Mountain and gave up. After giving it another go recently, she had better luck. That motivated her to set her sights on scaling even rougher mountains, which is what brings her to Nortia now. At this point, I'd argue she's not just a seasoned traveler, but she's a full-on mountaineer. Think she's got a Geodude on her? Like most people, I think of Nortia province, I think of its snow-capped peaks. Oh, True. I know it's far too late to ask you at this point, but what drives you to do all this? I can only imagine. Because it's there. And because she doesn't know how to get out of the mountains. Happy Independence Day. We got a lot to celebrate. Plus, it seems like things are heating up between Ben and Oscar. I've noticed her really doting on him lately. Things go well between the two of them. The future of this bakery is all but assured. I couldn't be happier. I don't know if they realize it themselves yet, but to my eye, things seem to be heating up. What up? Hey everyone. Well, it isn't Lloyd and his pals. Good timing. We just finished baking some limited edition bread to celebrate Crossbell's independence. Here, try some. Is it shaped like a bell? Wow, this smells great. Thanks, Oscar. Are they decorated with a cookie shaped like Crossbell's crest? That's so cute. Don't mind if we do. Hey, Oscar, don't you think you've been pushing yourself a lot lately? Happy the bread is selling well, but you've been baking non-stop for days. You can end up re-aggravating your injuries at this place. Lighten up, Bennett. You worry too much. Does the injury you suffered during the war still bother you, Oscar? Thought you made a full recovery. Don't worry, man. My wound's healed up and the doctor cleared me to come back to work. I think Bennett's just looking out for me. Don't try and play this off. Your first injury, they said you might never bake again. No, they shot him right in his baking hands. Just because you healed enough to be discharged to come back to work doesn't mean you can be careless. I'm limiting you only 3 hours and eating a day. You can only man a counter 2 hours at a time. Wow, she must really care about him. Don't you just adore when young love continues to blossom over the years? That's not it. The more things change, the more they stay the same. 100 HP, cure stat down. I mean, it's okay. Or 1000 HP, but... I mean, defense and speed, it's okay. For free, I'll take it. War wasn't exactly easy for me, but I'm getting to be healthy and getting back to normal. Better yet, I'm glad I got to live and see this day and spend it with all of you. We're selling commemorative bread to celebrate Crossbell's independence. Don't be shy, buy as many as you like. I don't want to buy any. I have as many as I like. Don't push yourself so hard, Oscar. I know you think you're fine, but the last thing I want to see you do is go back to the hospital. Are you listening to me? I didn't know any better. I think these two are already a married couple. Tell me about it. I was pretty worried about its injuries too, but it looks like they've only been brought even closer together by it. Alright, it's time. Randy!
Huh. What a weird trio you guys make.
Hi, Randy. Hi, Murray. Doing well?
I'd say they are. Are we interrupting your date?
Date! That's not what we're doing. I was asking for his input on today's security measures as a valued former member of the Guardian Force.
He just said bring more guns.
Come on, be honest. Just say you're happy you get to spend time with me now that I've wrapped up my work in the Empire.
No! Stop making things up!
Ooh, is it just me? It's getting a little steamy over here. Knock it off, Wazzy. She can't have both of you messing with her. It's like you never left. I'm sure you'll be sorely missed at the branch campus, Randy. The operation was your way of coming back home, right? Yeah. To be honest, there's a part of me that would have liked to keep on a little longer as an instructor, but that's life. Randy, all that means is you found another place you hold dear. That's a great thing. Wasn't without its struggles, but I gained so much by being there. Walking in, never thought I'd become as important to me as it is. Something about just seeing how much kids can grow in a year because of you is, well, it's nice to feel like I did right by them. You absolutely did. It's only as you wish I could have seen you in action. But you made an amazing instructor. He'd always have a knack for showing others the ropes of the Guardian Force. He might look like he doesn't care, but he does a stellar job of caring for others and supporting them in his own kind of subtle ways. And if he wasn't there for me when I was under that sore excuse for a commander, I don't know what I'd... Wait. Ha! Secret's out now, I'm afraid. Wow, didn't know you thought about me that much. That's because I don't. I was providing an objective perspective. It's just me or she gotten worse at hiding her feelings. Could be because he was away for so long. Not just her, though. Anyway, let's all keep up the good work on today. So the signing ceremony will be a success and nothing bad will happen. Do the Force proud today, Second Lieutenant. Yes, ma'am. Ready. Oh yeah, almost forgot something in all the hustle and bustle. Randy and Uni want me to pass along a couple messages. Uni and who?
Congratulations on Crossbell's re-independence.
Sorry about that whole working as a clandestine spy for the Empire or whatever.
Once things have calmed down a bit, I'd love to be able to visit. Can't wait.
I can forgive, but I never forget, okay?
I wish I could be there for the signing ceremony, but good luck with security. Next time I'm home, I'll be sure to drop by the SSS HQ with some souvenirs.
That's nice of them. They only got something to look forward to. And if she doesn't have souvenirs, like I said, I never forget. Except for when I do. Sure, there's been no shortage of work to be done for everyone at Thor's. That's an understatement. They've been flying out all over the Empire to help get it back on its feet. You knew it back ahead of me once the operation was over. You know, was something of an SSS hopeful, wasn't she? Kinda. It's weird. She, like, didn't exist, and then retroactively she was born into the universe and did exist. Yeah, she debated coming back to Crossbell for good after the operation. Ultimately, though, she wants to stay at Thor's till she graduates. She's always been the type to see things through, so I'm not surprised. I was worried when she first went to the Empire, but it all worked out in the end. You two are pretty good friends, weren't you? Allegedly. Makes sense when they're so alike. You're both so earnest and sincere that I can never get bored of riling you up. Hush. Yeah, I was the one teaching her how to use her gun breakers when she was at the police academy. We got to talking then, and it turned out we have a lot in common. Love for cute animals, biking, and even the SSS. Makes me happy knowing she's found her own path in life. Same here. Hopefully she and Reen will be able to come by soon. Who? With how hard they work, they'll get done in no time. It means you can't afford to slack on sprucing up Crossbell though. Gotta make it nice and pretty for them. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting kiddos at the branch campus, not to mention Uni. I have to introduce you to them when we get the chance. Many Crossbellians only see Erebonians as enemies, invaders from a foreign country. But it's not that black and white. There are stories like Randy's and the others that give a different perspective on the Empire. Yeah, like how Randy committed all those war crimes. Maybe not the best example. I wouldn't mind getting to know Randy's students and colleagues. I think we'd have a lot of stories to share. And like I said, I can forgive, but I never forget. Even you, Randy, you're not immune from occasionally being called out. Even if you are my best boy. Alright, let's think one more time. East Street, we did everything. West Street, we're good. Entertainment, we did everything. We did Harbor. Alright, I think we're good to go to the admin district. Talk to everyone there. Talk to Estelle and Joshua. And then kick off the part where literally nothing bad happens at all. And now I'm really hoping nothing bad happens because I think it'd be very funny. Where does this go? Oh, guys, to the entertainment district. Yeah, that checks. That makes sense. Alrighty, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.